So what's some good advice you guys would give somebody who's dealing with someone who's on the spectrum?
I mean, I think it's kind of similar to when you work with just regular students as well, as just finding what their interest is and the skills that they're good at and placing them in those positions. Like for me, when I volunteered and helped with my athletic department when I was an undergrad, because I wasn't a sports major of any sort, they would put me on stats and they would put me on PA, because the two things I was really good at was I was really good with numbers and I was really good with keeping track of things. And I was also really good with just presentation and public speaking, because I had been a performer since I was 5, because I have a background in violin and theater as well. So it's just finding what they're interested in and what they're good at and finding a position that fits for them. And sometimes it may not even be having them help with a game day. It may just be having them be someone that does bios, or being someone that helps you do nominations, or going through archives and putting photos and scanning them. So I think it can be pretty easy to incorporate people, but it also does kind of depend on where you are on the spectrum as well. There are like 3 different levels to autism. Level 1 is least support needs. Level 3 is the highest support needs. I will say someone that is at level 3 is probably someone you're not going to find in like a traditional classroom student setting. They're going to be someone that's going to be in a program that's like special for that. But we've had kids at other institutions I've been at where we've used them as like tickets or a floor sweeper or something that's a little bit easier and isn't like the biggest thing in the world, and you just need to scan or you just need to wipe.
I think I'm building on Liz. I think the number one thing is getting to know them a bit. If you can, if you have a student that you either know or suspect is on spectrum, talk to them. Set aside like an hour just to get to learn about them. Because 9 times out of 10, building on what Liz said about finding their interests, most of the time, autistic people do have those hyperfixations. If they're ADHD, they have them. Like that's like a trademark of ADHD is hyperfixations, and finding out where that lies, because like Liz was saying, it could be in writing, it could be in archival. Like I always joke, sometimes autistic people are capable of thinking a little bit further outside the box. And that's very well maybe one of the strengths